Talk to me about, she talked about kind of 6-week blocks. I'm not sure if you still do those, but like,
Yeah,
how do you break up your training cycles for your high school kids?
yeah. I mean, I think for Amy when she came here, that was kind of a different way to go about things. So it took a lot of time to get her to come around, but just a tremendous person, athlete. But you know, I think agreeing a great coach is the marriage of art and science, right? And
Mm-hmm.
like, there's the art of knowing how to coach people, and that's always going to be those interactions. But the science of this, I basically got that from The Science of Winning, which is an Albrecht book, which was introduced to me like in '99 or 2000. And the basic idea of the 6-week block is you can make adaptations very quickly in 3 to 4 weeks, but to maintain those adaptations, it takes 3 to 4 more weeks, or like 5 great weeks, and then like a decycle or deload week, and then you can build upon that. So I always try to look at things in 6-week blocks, and I think about, in the simplest terms, capacity and power. Capacity is the ability to, I just make the simple analogy of like, capacity is your gas tank, power is your miles per gallon.
Okay.
Right. And, I had long talks with John Urbanchek. I mean, I could tell you a story, but, I went to the National Coaches Seminar, and somehow I got to ride from the hotel to the airport with John, and I'm just stoking it in. And then we get through, all the check-ins, and then I get on the other side of the gate, and there he was drinking coffee, and I sat down and had another 2-hour conversation. So, he talked to me, I think he was very similar on these blocks of training and capacity and power, and I know Bob Bowman's the same way. And just these ideas, like, it takes a while to build these capacities in to, for your body to maintain these changes that are made, these adaptations that are made. So I think it's the long-term picture, and these blocks just build upon each other, right? They're season after season. Like, when you go to a meet, you don't have that season's worth of training. You have years and years of built up training as well. So you can't ever forget about that. But, for me, the 6-week block just makes sense. It allows you to not be in such a rush to get something done. You're going to build these things over time. So, and I,
Do you label your blocks?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of the time it's simple, like aerobic. I mean, a lot of it's aerobic capacity building.
Okay.
But but I also think about in terms of, like a faucet, right? So if you have aerobic power, aerobic capacity, anaerobic power, anaerobic capacity, and then you have your short speed or your creatine phosphate system. All these systems need to be on a little bit throughout. You can't ever neglect any of them.
Yeah.
But it's just a matter how much you want to turn on. So majority of the season, the aerobic capacity one's on, and the anaerobic capacity one is on. So that capacity building is on. And then towards the end of the season, you want to turn up your power and you turn down your capacity. And so I think about in terms of like blending these things and making them work in these blocks, and never neglecting one, and make sure you always have speed, like that anaerobic. We do a lot of anaerobic capacity training, like the ability to build up your anaerobic is so important. Like if you can't swim fast today, you're not in the sport. You're not. I don't care if it's the mile or the 50. If you don't have speed, you're out.